Top 15 delivery risks that make or break enterprise AI integrations. Enterprise AI is easy to demonstrate and hard to deliver. In 2025, an MIT study found that 95% of enterprise generative AI pilots delivered no measurable business impact. Gartner predicts more than 40% of agentic AI projects will be scrapped by 2027. Here's the misconception behind a lot of this. You type a few prompts, you watch an LLM do something impressive in 30 seconds, and you assume that building it into a real agent-driven application is the same thing, just scaled up. It isn't. A chat has a human in the loop reading every answer. A production system runs on its own, at scale, in front of real users, regulators, and a finance team. Read the postmortems, and it's almost never the model that failed. It's the delivery. In this episode, I walk through 15 risks that derail enterprise AI integrations again and again. They're not ranked. Everyone can sync a project on its own. Get these right, and you don't just avoid becoming another statistic. You ship AI that earns trust and keeps delivering value. Foundation and strategy. Get these right before you write a line of code. They decide whether the project should even exist. Number 1. Wrong use case. The symptom: AI looking for a problem. AI is powerful, and it's tempting to apply an LLM to everything at once. The risk is making it use AI somewhere instead of solve this specific problem. Skip that step, and even a strong model can fail to land. The consequence: shelved before it approves a return. Without a real problem and a measurable outcome, the result underwhelms. The project loses its sponsor and gets shelved before it approves a return. The remedy: start with the problem and the outcome. Start with the specific problem worth solving and the outcome you expect. AI can go almost anywhere, so match it to each problem deliberately. Tie the build to one measurable result and an accountable owner. That is how it earns its funding. Number 2. No responsible AI foundation. The symptom: responsible AI as an afterthought. Too many teams treat fairness, accountability, and transparency as things to handle later. Leave them out of the foundation, and bias and harm get baked in from day one. The consequence: bolted on late, and it blocks the ship. Add fairness, accountability, and transparency at the end, and you uncover problems that force a redesign. Worse, you'll face a launch your legal team will not approve. The remedy: build on a responsible AI standard. Adopt the responsible AI standard from your very first design review. Microsoft's responsible AI standard is the one I anchor to. It sits alongside established frameworks like the NIST AI Risk Management Framework and ISO 42001. Whichever you choose, build in 3 things: impact assessments, fairness testing, and clear accountability for every decision the AI makes. Number 3. No prompt evaluation testing. The symptom: no success signal. You can't develop a prompt with no idea how it should behave. You need an example to act on and an expected result. That is exactly what an evaluation test is. Without one, you have no way to know if the model is getting better or worse. The consequence: every release becomes a guess. With nothing to score against, you cannot tell improvement from regression. When leadership asks whether it is working, you have no answer to give them. The remedy: every prompt gets an always-on test. Here's my rule: every prompt gets an evaluation test, written the moment the prompt is created. That test runs continuously. It runs against every code change, with a gate that stops the build if any test falls below a defined threshold. Schedule it into your continuous integration and continuous delivery pipeline. The point is simple: wherever there is a prompt, there is an evaluation test always running against it. Build it right. Now we talk about the engineering, how you build prompts, structure outputs, ground retrieval, and design agents. Number 4. Overly large or unfocused prompts. The symptom: bloated, unfocused prompts. Bloated prompts slow the model down and raise the cost per call. Recent complexity research goes further. It argues that beyond a certain task complexity, a single prompt becomes mathematically unreliable. The model can't even verify its own answer. The consequence: slower, pricier, and less reliable. You pay more per call and wait longer for the answer. Worse, the response you actually need comes back weaker and harder to trust. The remedy: scope every prompt to one job. Keep every prompt short, structured, and scoped to a single job. Stay below that complexity threshold. The model spends its attention where it matters, and its output can actually be checked. Number 5. No structured outputs. The symptom: free-form text where you need data. The model's wording changes on every call. If it replies in free-form text, everything downstream has to parse that moving target. That parsing breaks the moment the wording shifts. The consequence: automation breaks downstream. Your integrations fail in production. Your team ends up writing brittle glue code and patching outputs by hand, forever chasing the next format change. The remedy: enforce schema-validated output. Structured output fixes this. Force the response into a predefined schema like JSON. Constrained decoding keeps it valid every single time, no matter how the wording varies. That is what turns an LLM into a reliable system component. Your code can call tools, pass parameters, and hit APIs with confidence. Number 6. Poor retrieval augmented generation, curation. The symptom: garbage in, garbage out. A system used in retrieval augmented generation, or RAG, is only as trustworthy as the documents behind it. Feed it bad sources, and it returns bad answers with full confidence. The consequence: users trust what they shouldn't. Because the answer sounds authoritative, users act on it. Bad information flows into real decisions, and trust in the whole system erodes once people get burned. The remedy: curate your sources continuously. Curate your vector stores and knowledge sources so only relevant, authoritative, and current documents can be retrieved. Cite your sources so every answer can be tracked back. Experiment with your retrieval strategy too. Hybrid search and metadata filtering often beat plain vector search. Treat curation as an ongoing job, not a one-time data load. Number 7. Monolithic Agents. The symptom: one agent doing everything. We left a deterministic world behind. Query a database and you get the same answer every time. An agent doesn't work that way. Each step is probabilistic and variable. Stack all of that onto one giant agent and the uncertainty compounds. Complexity research backs this up. Beyond a certain task complexity, no single agent can reliably finish the job or verify its own work. The consequence: brittle, costly, hard to change. One failure can cascade through the entire agent. It is expensive to run, painful to debug, and every change puts the whole system at risk. The remedy: decompose into focused agents. Break the work into focused agents whose individual tasks stay within reliable limits. Share capability through reusable MCP tools. Add external verification instead of trusting an agent to check itself. If you're enjoying this, please like and subscribe so the next video finds you. Now let's keep going. Secure and govern. Before it touches the real user, secure it and bring it under governance. Number 8. No guardrails. The symptom: nothing checks the output. Ship an AI feature without guardrails, and your brand and compliance posture are exposed. That risk starts on the very first user interaction. The consequence: one bad answer erodes trust. A single unsafe or biased response can damage trust. It can trigger a regulatory headache you did not budget for. The remedy: add safety guardrails and policies. Add safety guardrails, content policies, and output constraints. The model should never speak for your company in ways your legal and security teams haven't approved. Number 9. Prompt injection and AI security. The symptom: your prompt is an attack surface. Adversaries can hijack an agent with a direct jailbreak. They can also hide malicious instructions inside your knowledge sources, like a SharePoint folder or a vector store. Your own data gets turned against you. The consequence: a breach, not a bug. A successful injection can exfiltrate data, trigger unauthorized actions, or make the agent betray the user. That is a breach, not a bug. The remedy: threat model and red team it. Build a threat model against the Open Worldwide Application Security Project's top 10 risk and mitigations for LLMs. Isolate untrusted content and limit what tools the agent can call. Attack your own system on purpose, before and after launch, to find holes first. That practice is called red teaming. Number 10. No data privacy, residency, and compliance. The symptom: data crosses the wrong borders. Sensitive data flows into prompts, logs, and training sets. Without controls, that is a privacy exposure your legal and compliance teams will not forgive. The consequence: privacy failures carry legal weight. Regulators can levy heavy fines, breach notifications, lawsuits, and lost customers follow. The damage outlasts the incident. The remedy: govern every data flow. Map every data flow. Enforce residency and retention rules. Honor consent and regulations like GDPR and the EU AI Act by design, not as an afterthought. Number 11. No AI control plane gateway. The symptom: ungoverned access and cost. Without a central control point, every team integrates models its own way. The first sign anything went wrong is the bill at the end of the month. The consequence: security gaps and shadow AI. Each unmanaged integration is another attack surface. Shadow AI spreads with no shared policy, no audit trail, and no one accountable for what ships. The remedy: manage, secure, and govern all AI endpoints. Front all your AI endpoints, models, agents, and MCP servers with an AI gateway. Microsoft Foundry includes one, built on Azure API management. It centrally governs access, usage, and quotas, and services all of it in one place. Operate and sustain. Shipping is the start. Keep it safe, affordable, and improving in production. Number 12. No human in the loop. The symptom: unchecked high-impact actions. An agent is taking consequential actions on its own. No human reviews the high-risk decisions before they go live. The consequence: a bad call reaches the customer. A wrong or harmful action goes straight through. By the time you notice, it has already hit a customer or a system of record. Ordinary mistakes have become legal and financial exposure. The remedy: keep a human on high-risk calls. Require human approval for any ambiguous or high-risk outcome. Expand the agent's autonomy gradually as your logging, evaluation, and verification build evidence that it behaves correctly in production. Autonomy is earned, not assumed. Number 13. No logging and explainable AI. The symptom: no audit trail. If you can't reconstruct what the model saw and what it produced, you are stuck. You can't debug it, defend it, or improve it. The consequence: failures stay a mystery. Incidents drag on with no root cause. You cannot satisfy an auditor, answer a regulator, or explain a decision to the customer it affected. The remedy: log every prompt and response. Log every prompt, tool call, and response. Capture enough context that an auditor or an engineer can trace any decision the system made. Number 14. No cost and FinOps discipline. The symptom: token spend without a budget. Without a cost per transaction model and active budget controls, AI spend scales silently. Every call adds up and nothing flags it. The consequence: finance finds the problem first. By the time the bill reveals the cost, the business case may already be underwater. The project that looked like a win becomes the one finance wants to cut. The remedy: meter and budget every call. Instrument cost per request. Set quotas and alerts. Right-size models to the task so the business case still holds as usage grows. Number 15. No learning loop. The symptom: it ships and never learns. Most AI features launch, then sit frozen. They never learn from real usage, real feedback, or the edge cases that only show up in production. The consequence: what works today fails in 6 months. Accuracy decays and users notice. They lose trust, stop using it, and the value you launched with quietly erodes. The remedy: capture feedback and iterate. Capture user feedback and operational signals. Use them to iterate the model and the prompts through controlled retraining and tuning. In summary, 15 risk, 4 stages. Set the foundation, build it right, secure and govern, then operate and sustain. Look at the through line. Successful AI delivery is not about a smarter model, it's about discipline. Scope the work, make it measurable, keep a human accountable. Never assume the model can check itself. That's what separates the demos from the systems that last. The teams that win are not the ones moving fastest, they're the ones who build the trust and move fast safely. None of this slows you down. It is what lets you ship with confidence. Get these right, and AI stops being a risky experiment. It becomes a dependable part of how your enterprise delivers. Pick the 2 or 3 risks that hit closest to home. Fix those first. You will already be ahead of most teams shipping AI today. This is the AI Delivery Playbook. If you found this video helpful, noticed anything missing, or would like a dedicated video on any of these topics, please let us know in the comments. Honorable mentions: adoption and change management. The best model fails without users. Invest in training, workflow integration, and clear ownership. Otherwise, the technology never converts into outcomes. Model lifecycle management. Models are depreciated in cadence. Pin a single version and it eventually breaks in production. Track model life cycles and plan upgrades deliberately. Prompt versioning and hygiene. Treat prompts as versioned. Review artifacts on their source control. They're not loose strings buried in application code. Thank you for spending time with us. Like and subscribe. Stay sharp, stay Azurite. See you in the next one.